Almost everything in this car is special. It's unique, it's a one of a kind. The all-white leather interior is phenomenal. The carbon fiber, it's got a coating on it that's purple, and it goes all with the car. And the car is a magnificent-looking car that rides phenomenal. So I'm very happy with it.
With McLaren Automotive, it's very exciting for us because it's our 4th year now in Pebble Beach. This year is probably our most exciting year. We've had stuff going on in the entire weekend. We started with the premiere of the Rush movie on Thursday night. On Friday, we were at Quail during the day, showing 2 MSO 12C Spiders. And Friday night, we unveiled the P1 in a very dramatic, theatrical manner, and that was at the Gooding Preview night.
Pebble Beach 2013, an incredibly exciting time for all of us. Just look at the buzz, look at the excitement. McLaren is the brand.
McLaren is a brand that I think it means a lot to people in the know. It's really for the cognoscente. If you have a drop of racing blood in your veins, if you follow the sport, any kind of motorsport, this car, this name comes up. And on the production side, it's even more impressive because you have cars like the iconic F1, and then the newer vehicles, the 12C. It's definitely a brand on the rise.
P1 is a really, really different animal. We've come into this way of defining McLaren's design language as something we refer to as shrink wrapping, which means reduce it, pull it very tight against the hard points. And that kind of gives it a very unique and purposeful look. A lot of things that you see on P1 with a normal car company would never have flown. We've got things like the door panel, which are probably the most complicated door ever produced. It's made out of about 15 different panels put together. And a normal car company would say, well, why don't you just put one single panel over top of it? And as you can see, the side of the P1 is almost like an exoskeleton. It's actually taking material away and showing the inside. And that just reduces weight. Normal car company would have thought we were nuts and closed the idea down right when we suggested it.
I've got about 6,000 miles on my 12C. I use it pretty regularly. I've got like 100 cars, so it gets a little crazy, but I would say I drive it probably more than anything else. I mean, it's the most user-friendly car. I've seen a lot of supercars come and go, some just awful and some not bad, but they always fell apart for one other reason, usually engineering or manufacturing or something like that. McLaren seems to have gotten all of that down.
Summer of 2000, I had a chance to purchase a McLaren F1. It was actually XP4, the second oldest McLaren in existence. So that was an extraordinary experience. Well, now there's the introduction of the new P1. I had to raise my hand and say yes to a McLaren P1. I'm very proud of that.
I love the car. It's been great. It's probably the best everyday driver, but also has that kind of, you can turn it on if you want. I've been to several track events in Chicago, and it's been a great car for the track and even better car for the road.
I own 50 cars. It's the most beautiful, the best driving, the most unique car that I own. So now that I've come here and I see the P1, I'm now placing my order for that because it's so beautiful.
Bruce McLaren was known as not only a great driver but a great engineer, and always produced great racing cars. It's a car that's that kind of raises the bar, and well, as I say, I mean, as a racing car driver, where you really understand high performance, you know, it's as close to a race car as you could get for the street.
For me, what makes me feel most proud is this is the 3rd year that I've been to Pebble Beach, and I've seen the brand evolve and develop over those 3 years. And I just think to myself, can you imagine what it'll be like in 10 to 15 years? I'm really excited about the future.